Welcome back to Velshi and Rule. Stephanie?
Thanks so much. You know, we have discussed the extensive tracking of your online activity and how that information often gets sold from companies like Facebook in exchange for free access to the platform.
Which you may not like, but it's a deal. You use their stuff for free, they have your information.
But now, something you pay for is also selling your information. Your cell phone.
A recent article in Vice's Motherboard found that AT&T, T-Mobile, Sprint were all selling location data on their customers that could end up in the hands of anyone from roadside assistance companies to, I don't know, stalkers. The data is accurate within 1,500 feet and can be live, a matter of a few blocks, by the way, in a city like New York or within a neighborhood in a residential area like this.
This is scary.
Yeah, this is scary.
Joining us now, NBC News senior business reporter Ben Popkin and FCC Commissioner Jessica Rosenworcel. Let's start with you. Walk us through, Ben. What exactly is this?
So what this reporter was able to do was pay a bounty hunter $300, and he's able to get a picture of where his phone was in real time. And he uncovered this whole shady world where your own cell phone company that you're paying a monthly fee for is then reselling your real-time location data to dozens of companies, which then may be selling it to hundreds of others who are reselling it with no oversight. We don't know whose hands it could get into, from, in this case, a bounty hunter, roadside assistance, or it could even be foreign intelligence.
So, Jessica, this is kind of crazy because I sort of get that there are real debates about what should be regulated and where the FCC should be, and I get that AT&T and Sprint and T-Mobile have that information, and I get that Robert Mueller can get it in an investigation, or the FBI can. I'm a little worried about the fact that someone can pay a few $100 to a bounty hunter and find out where anybody is. That doesn't seem like the deal that we all sort of made about our privacy and cell phones.
Yeah, it doesn't seem right to me either. I think the FCC needs to investigate. It shouldn't be that you pay a few $100s to a bounty hunter and then they can tell you in real time where a phone is within a few hundred meters. That's not right. This entire ecosystem needs some oversight.
Have you had a chance to talk to your fellow commissioners or Chairman Pai about this?
Well, as you know, the government's shut down, but I'm going to work on that this week because I think we've got to get to this fast. There are more cell phones in this country than people. So we are all walking around with these devices, and this potential is real and it's everywhere.
Then why hasn't the FCC or the FTC known this? I mean, it took a reporter.
Well, here's the thing. You have your cell phone with you at all times, and it is constantly communicating with cell towers nearby. You want it to do that because that's how you get your texts and your phone calls. But as a result of that, they have a lot of information about where you are. And it turns out that our wireless companies are selling that to location aggregators, who in turn sell it to some shady middlemen. And really, it's become possible for any of us to pay them to access information about us in real time. This is a system that's lacking oversight, and it needs it.
And Ben, you know, we talk about bounty hunters, but let's be clear here. Some of these people can be private investigators. They're the kind of people that are often used by spouses that are, harassing someone, or stalkers. I mean, that's the danger, that this may not be for legitimate use.
Right. There's supposed to be checks and balances. There's supposed to be consent from the person who's being tracked. For instance, in these skipping bail cases, the people who are buying the bail actually agree to be tracked. But clearly that's not being checked, that the people who are being tracked have actually agreed to it.
And by the way, that could be any of us.
Could be any.
According to this, somebody could be tracking us as we speak.
Have the cell phone companies said anything since the report came out?
Sure, there's been a few statements. They say that they're cracking down and they're eliminating all of these unauthorized use cases, making sure it's just for fraud prevention and just for roadside assistance. But even at that level, does it really need to be as close as that map showed in order to, wave down a tow truck and say, hey, here's where I am on the road?
Yeah, and I guess, Jessica, the issue is there are legitimate discussions about how far the FCC or other regulators should go in this sort of thing.
Sure.
But I think there's probably general agreement that tracking of you and your physical location in real time that you are not aware of or don't approve of, I think we would get broad agreement that that doesn't feel right.
Absolutely. I mean, look, there are long-time principles here. Your wireless company, your phone company can use information about where you are to provide you with service. You want that. They can send information to law enforcement if there's a lawful request. And they can do things with your information about your location if you give them consent.
Yeah.
But what's missing here is consumer consent.
Yep.
I haven't consented to this, and I bet you haven't either.
Hey, MSNBC fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down there and click on any of the videos here to watch the latest interviews and highlights. You can get more MSNBC for free every day with our newsletters. Just visit msnbc.com/newsletters to sign up now.